Okay, so AOPG just updated and it is a quality of life update. If you don't know what that means, basically that added a bunch of features which basically improve the quality of the game. So we have a lot to get through, so I'm just going to speed through them and I'll show you what they actually mean. So let's go to the first one. Okay, so yeah, these all fall underneath the settings. So as you can see, we have a load of new settings. So if we scroll down, I believe this is meant to be balloon, but it says blue. If we scroll down, first of all, we have one that is autofill quest slots, which essentially means if you have the quest scroll, instead of you having to manually spam click accept quest, it'll actually just accept 5 of them at the same time. So I'll show you this now. We'll go to Alabaster. Okay, so here is the quest giver. So we'll turn this on. And then once we go to settings, we'll click, go in here. And then if we accept this, it automatically accepts it 5 times. We can show you again. If we click accept, it will do all 5. So people who are tiny tasking or mobile players don't have to spam click this and ruin their fingers and their hands and all that. It will just automatically accept all 5. Really good change. We've been waiting a while for stuff like this. Next, moving on to the next one, we have no duplicate loot. So essentially how this works is, if you turn it on and you're getting a bunch of drops, it will delete all of them apart from one. So this could be useful for Pika raid if you want, you know, all the accessories, but you don't want to fill out your inventory. This happens a lot. As you can see from doing the Mochi raid, I have a bunch of donut pants. Essentially, it will just delete all of them apart from one. We also have another setting. So if we scroll down. Okay, so the next one is auto vote replay, essentially in raids, dungeons, and mazes. If you have this turned on, if you're solo in the raid, you don't have to click the yes button anymore. And if you're doing it with a bunch of people and they all have it equipped, none of you have to click yes, which prevents you from, you know, when I'm streaming, I might go AFK for a minute, and then when I hop back in, I'll get kicked because I didn't click yes. So this is actually a really nice feature to have in the game. So I believe that's everything for the settings part of the game. None of these look any different. As you can see, I have some of them already turned on, which is like older ones, because there's stuff like screen shake and smooth textures, which I do believe were in the game already. Okay, so moving on to our next one. We have some minor fixes. So we have stuff like the background music not playing. If you do have this turned on and it wasn't playing, that should be fixed now. And then fix bugs with smooth textures not working. Or maybe they were bugging out, I'm not quite sure. Now moving on to the fruit changes. So these are pretty nice. So for final ice fruit, the glacial epoch mode now lasts for 1 minute instead of 30 seconds. So you'll have the mode on for a bit longer. Your moves will do a lot more damage for 30 more seconds, which is actually really nice. So you can see this now. The mode is on and it lasts 2 times as long, so 1 minute. And it looks cool. Look at the mode, man. Look at this. It's just like the GIF, like I said in the video. So yeah, this will be lasting a minute. If people are using Ice V3, they'll definitely notice it, because they'll be doing a lot more damage, and they'll also have the tick damage for a lot longer. Okay, so moving on to the next one, which is a very sad change. You boys snitched. Why did you snitch? The Lightning V3 bug, where you could basically stack and spam moves a bunch, was patched. Effectively how this worked was, if you were using Def Pia, you could look down to the floor and stay in like one spot and then spam QER, and it would just do them a bunch and do billions of damage. That's now fixed. Moving on to the mix changes, we have join a friend, which is right here. So as you can see, there are actually people who are already here. So these are 2 people that I've added. It's quite small for some reason. That might be because my game's a little bit bugged. Essentially, you can just click on this and then you'll join them if they are in a different sea. And this has been a very big issue for a while on AOPG. So I'm very glad this got added to the game. There is also private server friend joining. So teleporting to a different sea in private servers will actually bring you to the same sea as your friend who's in the same private server, instead of the server overlapping after a certain amount of time and making a new kind of layer of that sea. So if you join third sea, and then like 10 minutes after that your friend tried to join, you wouldn't be able to join because it would just overlap it. But now you can join them. We also have the multi-C spawning, so if your spawn was set into Multiverse C, you will actually get teleported to Multiverse C as soon as you join the game. We also have lighting tweaks to make the nighttime more tolerable, so it's a little bit brighter. Very good for recordings as well. And then another thing as well, world bosses, if they die, the notification on screen will actually disappear. Moving on to another feature that you might have seen in this video, we have delete dupes button right here. So if you click on it, I'm just get someone out. So if you click it, it will delete all of them apart from one. So as you can see, it's deleted all of them apart from one, instead of you having to go through manually count them. So I'm actually going to use this right now. I'm going to delete all the dupes because I have a lot, like a bunch of 𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐬's hats. So yeah, that's how it works. You just select it and it'll delete all of them apart from one. So you can actually see I have one donut pants, and then I should also have one donut shirt, as you can see there. Pretty nice feature, quality of life. Oh my god. Moving on, we have another thing that has been kind of neglected for a while, and that is updated boat models. So I don't have pictures of the previous boat models, but you can definitely tell that the new models look a lot better. So this is the first one. This is the dinghy. We'll buy the sailboat, so we'll clear this. We'll buy the sailboat. We'll have a look at this. So here's the sailboat. They look really good. It's the same. Why can you? Oh yeah, IceV3 pushes the boats. This might be a bug. I might have found a bug in the game. Let me see if it shows. Yeah, as you can see, we have the new boats models. They look really good. Also, the speed of boats has been buffed, so they're a lot faster. As you can see, we're cruising. I'm going to show you the next one. So we have the next one, which is the sail ship. So here it is. They're very compact, but the textures and the models look really good. So as you can see, we have like the wood effects and the sails. Looks really good. So for these two, thank you so much to 𝐭𝐚𝐠𝐬 or Cookie. His channel will be linked in the description. These are some pictures of the models. Yeah, so they didn't change the Game Pass ones, I don't think, but that's how they look for people that don't have them. Okay, so now we're getting on to the final part of this, the big chunk, and that is the rate changes. People are going to be very happy about these. So they have actually changed the percentages of all these things that I'm going to list down below. I'll list the old percent and then the new percent. Okay, so the first one is the Gear 5 permission scroll. The old percent was 1, now it's 4%. And that does stack with luck and 2 times gears. So if you're on 2 times gears, that'll be 8%. Fire Dragon keys went from 5%, they are now 8%, which is really nice. Hybrid scroll was changed from 10% to 15%, a lot easier to obtain. Flame pipe has gone from 0.1%. I do believe it was actually 0.5%. There might have been a little mistake there, but now it's 1.5%. Gryphon, now these are the most controversial ones. Gryphon has now gone from 1% to 5%, so its value is going to decrease a lot for the people that are in the AOPG trading scene because it's a lot easier to obtain now. Another nice one is Prison Realm has gone from 5% to 10%, so it's 10% now to get Prison Realms. Napoleon has gone from, apparently it was 0.1% to 5%. That is a very big change buff. Wow. The bells percent and timer has been buffed, so for Lightning V3 the bells have a higher percent time and they spawn quicker, I believe. And then also world boss percentage and the time for world bosses to spawn is actually been buffed. I'm not sure on the numbers, but they should be spawning a lot quicker and they should have more chance to spawn. That was everything that was added inside of the quality of life update. Let me know what you think about this update. 99% of the things in this update cooked, I can't even lie. These ones right here, auto vote replay, I have a lot of macros that don't click yes. This is a very nice feature to have. No duplicate loot is another amazing thing. It makes it so much easier to AFK overnight, not fearing that items will actually fill up my inventory and I won't get the items that I need. Autofill quest slots is really handy for people who are AFKing and people on Xbox and mobile because it just makes it quicker to get all the quests. Background music, I've not had that issue, and then bugs with smooth textures, not had that issue because I don't use background music and I use full textures. Glacial Epoch is another really nice change I will not lie to you. The mode was really good, but it just didn't last for a very long time. But now that it's 1 minute, it's perfect. Lightning V3, very sad to see this go, but it kind of had to be done. Join a friend is another thing that has been an issue for years, and it's very nice to see that actually be fixed. Private friend server joining. I remember back in the day it was very painful for me to join my friends in AOPG in private servers. It's not very nice to see this in the game. Multiverse C don't really have that issues, but that is a really nice change to have. Lighting, this is just small things. I haven't seen this personally, but it's obviously a big issue if they have to change it. Another one, world boss notifications is a really nice thing to have. When you are AFK in 3rd C, it's very annoying for the pop-up to be on your screen, and then you go and find it and it's not there because someone else has killed it. Delete dupes is another thing as well that I'm very happy to see. Makes it a lot easier to get things out of your inventory that you don't really need, so like a bunch of scrolls that you're only going to use one of. The new boat models look amazing, really nice models and textures, and the older models were very basic. Boat speeds is another thing that is very, very nice for 1st and 2nd C players without flight moves, because oh my god, they were very slow back then. It also makes it a lot quicker to get to places like 1.0 in 2nd C, because 1.0 is so far away. Removed outdated pop-ups. Oh my god, this is amazing. Essentially, when you join the game, you will not get the Halloween bundle pop-up anymore. It's so annoying to click off. Thank you so much. Another one as well, fixed portable storage. This was one that I actually showed. Is it not fixed? Oh no. Okay, I'm going to have to message the devs about this one. It looks like portable storage is not fixed. And then stuff like the percentages, it's going to be really nice for people who have been farming Gear 5 for a very long time. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Make sure to like, subscribe. Definitely make sure to check out this update if you haven't. I know a lot of people have been stuck on stuff like Gear 5, or maybe, you know, Gojo, or maybe even Lightning V3, or world bosses as well for the Pirate King sword. So make sure to check this update out. If you're struggling on any of those things, it's definitely a lot easier to get them. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.